When it comes to big companies and organizations, a lot of effort is invested into keeping companies and their business practices ethical and environmentally sustainable. One of the biggest corporate scandals of social responsibility and environmental sustainability in 2015 was the Volkswagen company deliberately sabotaging the emissions on their vehicles in order to appear as if their cars were more environmentally friendly than they actually were on the Environmental Protection Agency test. How did they get away with this? By installing a so-called defeat device, or a piece of software that is installed onto a car's computer software during testing, the car was able to emit a pollution control system which fed numbers that were drastically different than what was actually being emitted during testing phases. Over 11 million vehicles around the world have been affected by this. Not only does this affect the producer, but it also affects the consumer. People who bought the car originally thinking that it was a much better car in terms of emissions, fuel consumption, and reliability have been tricked into buying a car that is none of that. In addition, many people judge a car based on its resale ability. The scandal will definitely cause Volkswagen cars to lose the value much quicker, and investors will also lose trust in the company as they pull out their investments from the company. The ethics and corporate social responsibility has definitely been neglected through false advertising, trying to conceal the information from the public, and also violating consumer rights. In today's society, today's day and age, the transparency of business ethics and corporate social responsibility is vital to a company. Not only does technology and mass media make it easier for consumers and the general public to gain better insight into a company, but if a scandal does occur, it can also damage a company to the point of no return due to how fast word can spread through social media. With a motto that encompasses their national reputation, the power of German engineering, and also their vision of becoming the largest automaker of 2018 has been compromised due to the fact that their unjust business practices and their complete disregard to the environment has affected them. And in the aftermath of the scandal coming to light, the United States launched an investigation along with the European Union, which cost the company almost roughly $20 billion. And also Volkswagen will somehow still have to compensate all of the customers that were sold falsely advertised with the false emissions. In addition, Volkswagen took a hit on their reputation, where people will judge the Volkswagen company by the scandal now and be less persuaded to purchase a car from them. This example of how Volkswagen took advantage of the trust of the customers by making them believe in one thing when behind the scenes the company was cutting corners and putting all ethics aside in order to produce cars that were cheaper and not what was advertised to maximize their profit, and not thinking about the environment or the repercussions that would take place if they were caught, and that was exactly what happened. This case of bad corporate social responsibility can potentially be the end to a company, and they are still recovering from that. Their response to this matter by Volkswagen officials was first denying their actions, and then minimal effort to try and compensate customers to make matters right. Volkswagen isn't the first company to go through a scandal, and it definitely won't be the last, but eventually the truth will come out and the consumers will also know. So always practice good corporate social responsibility.